Oh, Jamar Chase with the dive. Because Garrett Wilson's wide open. Garrett Wilson, touchdown Barrett. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video here in the World of Juice channel. And welcome back to another episode of the WOJFL. That is right, we are back, and we are getting really close, dangerously close, to the end of the first season. We've got this episode, which will contain weeks 15 and 16, and then next episode will be the final 2 weeks of the NFL season, 17 and 18. So there's 2 episodes, including this one, left to go in the regular season. Then we've got playoffs, which, barring anything super insane happening, we should be a part of, at least in the wild card, unless we can catch the Golden Eagles, who have the division on lockdown right now. But they could slip up. It's still possible. I don't know what the rest of their schedule looks like, but hopefully they're taking on some tough teams. It is what it is. As long as we can make the playoffs, I'll be happy. But today's episode is important not because we got to keep trying to get to the playoffs, because that's always going to be important, but because the first game of the doubleheader is against the Columbus Caps, which, if you're not familiar with why that's significant, the Columbus Caps are the team that had Brad Darn to start the season, and they are the team that we traded Isaiah Cannon to get Brad Darn. So it all comes full circle. Brad Darn against his former team, Isaiah Cannon versus his former team. Who's going to come out on top? I'm super excited to find out. Also, this Caps team is not very good, so I'm expecting a slightly easier battle. Who knows? I'm really hoping it's a W, though. If you're going to enjoy, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club, and let's get this big-time episode underway. All right, it is time for Week 15 against the Caps. I'm super excited about this game, like I said, because it is Brad Darn's team, our former team, and we're obviously Isaiah Cannon's former team. The team has been playing pretty well. We did lose, unfortunately, for the first time under Darn as our quarterback against the Aviators. They just completely smacked us around. It wasn't really even a fair contest. They were just so much better of a team, which is weird because they did not have that great of a record. So I don't know if they were just like having some unlucky streaks go on during the season before they got to us and we were their get-right game. I don't know, but we got smacked by the Aviators. It wasn't really even a close contest. So now we go into a game against the Caps with a mean streak. We got to win to stay competitive in this division. I mentioned the Golden Eagles. They're 10-3. I don't know what their schedule looks like, but hopefully they have some tough games where they can lose. And then we got the Oilers, who are staying competitive with us, even though we've already beat them. And I think the Oilers are going to be our Week 18 game, because I'm pretty sure we've only played them once, and we beat them. But I'm pretty sure we've only played them once. So the Oilers are our final game of the season. We've already played the Orbits twice, I'm guessing, because they're not obviously on the schedule. And then we've already played the Golden Eagles twice. So I'm assuming that final game is going to be against the Oilers. So we know from looking at the franchise tool that the Pioneers already clinched their playoff spot and their division, and we already know that the Shamrocks clinched their division. But as far as we go, we want to get in. We absolutely want to get in, and we're on the right track to get in. It's just a matter of what we do and what the Golden Eagles do and what the Oilers do, I guess, because there's a very good possibility that 3 teams from our division gets in. That's a very strong possibility, and we will keep this saga going of, will the London Monarchs ever get a win? That is a pretty interesting little side chapter of this first season story. So with all that being said, if you guys want to throw a prospect in, like I've been saying this entire season, if you want to throw a prospect into the class, it's going to be for next year's class. So give me the prospect's name, the prospect's position, height and weight, college you want them to go to, and then a little description of what you may want them to look like, or how you want them to play in terms of play style. Do you want them to be a big like freight train running back, or do you want them to be run stuffing D tackle, or a great offensive lineman? Like what do you want them to play like, and then I will send that in the comments, and I will write that down and put that in for next year's class, year 2's class, because year 1's already done. Year 1 is finished. We've wrapped it up. We've got the prospects in there. The cutoff has been reached, and that is what the draft class is going to look like for the off-season episode. So I'm super excited about that as well. But if you want to give me a prospect, you still can. It's just going to be for next year's class. So I wanted to get that out there. It is game time now. It is game time against the Caps. If the season were to stop today and we didn't have 4 more games left to go, we would play the Golden Eagles, which would not be ideal because we are 1-1 with them on the season, and I don't know how I feel about that. But if the season were to stop today, which thankfully it doesn't, we would play against the Golden Eagles. It's game time, though. The Columbus Caps versus the Orlando Wizards. I don't know if they have a uniform change. Do they have any uniform changes? No, they don't have any uniform changes. Okay, so this is what they're going to wear, and then we are going to wear... excuse me. We're probably going to wear the... You know what? Let's wear a combination. Let's go... Should we go purple helmets? Let's go purple helmets. Purple jersey. No. Okay, let's go gold jersey, gold pants, purple helmet. That'll be the combination that we rock for today's game against the Caps. I don't know what we're going to rock against the other team that we play. I think it's the Armadillos. But that's the uniform combination we're going to rock today in this game. It's a big game, even though the record does not suggest that for the Caps. It is a big game. It's prime time. They knew. The WOJFL knew it was going to be prime time because it's Darn versus Cannon, just on opposite sides now. It is game time. It is game time here against the Caps. We are at home, and I'm not sure how many more home games we have left to go in the season. But I'm happy that we have at least this one at home because we don't have to go to Columbus in the possible bad weather. And here comes Bradson Darn. He knows this team pretty well. He played what, like 8 games with them? Maybe a little bit less. I can't remember exactly how many games we played before we traded for him. But he knows this defense pretty well. This is the team that he started with, but not the team that he's going to finish with. Speed McCree, you need to get the edge, and you didn't get the edge. So down by a 2-yard rush there. A minus 2-yard rush. But that's okay because we got firepower. We got Tyreek Lawson, and he's going deep. That's how you do it. Isaiah Cannon, who? Isaiah Cannon couldn't throw that. He might have an arm, but he has no accuracy. Bradson Darn pinpoint on that one. And it helps that he's got Tyreek Lawson, who's one of the fastest guys in the WOJFL. If I can fit that in, that's tough. There's just no way. Excuse me, that got me all coughing. That shook me to my core. Oh my God. There's no way this man jumped and made this deflection. Are you serious right now? He has the greatest vertical of all time. Get this man in the high jump in the Olympics. Because not only is he running away from the football, but he just leaps without like a hesitation. He just jumps in the air, levitates to the ball, and gets 2 hands on it, not just 1 hand. He gets 2 hands on that football and knocks it incomplete. That would have been a catch for Parker Peters. That is insane, the fact that he was able to make that jump. Hold on. What was that guy's name? Because I want to know what his jumping is. If he doesn't have 99 jumping, then this game is broken. It was Wilmington. Okay, let's go find him real quick. There's Isaiah Cannon. He's probably a linebacker, right? No, he's a corner. No, he's a safety. He's a safety. Marcus Wilmington. What is your jumping? His jump is 97. Understandable that he was able to make that jump in Madden, but that should not have happened. 3rd and 7. Speed McCree at least gets out of the negative there. Still not a great run. It's probably going to be pretty difficult to run against this team for some reason. They don't look like they're going to be that good, but it could be pretty difficult to run. That's a bad throw from Bradson Darn, and that's a pick. I was trying to set my feet to throw it. But he kept running when I pressed it because I wasn't going to find him open again by the time I set my feet. Well, that's frustrating. A pick to start the game for the Wizards, and here comes Isaiah Cannon. We got to get to him. We cannot lose a game against our former quarterback when we traded him to get a better quarterback. But of course, he's going to have the greatest game of his life because that's how Madden works. I couldn't do anything with him, or at least for the most part couldn't do anything with him. And then he's going to go out here and have like a Hall of Fame type of day. Bring him down, please. There we go. We're really good against the run, but except for last week against the Aviators. We got killed by them. Well, we got killed by them both on the the passing and the rushing, so it's not like we got beat just one area. See, Isaiah Cannon, he's not good, but he makes throws like that are annoying. We know how good Isaiah Cannon is. We had it. He played. He played for us. He's not that good. And yet he's probably gonna dice us up, isn't he? Oh my God, look at these noodle balls he's throwing. And he's gonna throw a touchdown because I missed the tackle. He threw an absolute, it was like he threw a balloon to the tight end, and it still got there. And the Caps capitalize on our interception, and they take the lead 7-0. I already hate it here. All right, let's not make a stupid mistake and throw that interception. I mean, to be honest, it wasn't that stupid a mistake. I just didn't set my feet like I wanted to. I tried to stop and set my feet, but he continued the throwing motion instead of setting his feet. Because that guy was open, to be fair. He was pretty much wide open. If the ball was any better, it would have got to him. Speed was able to outrun that guy, thank God. And he gets the first down. Let's just get back to our roots. Let's just take the easy stuff. We don't need Bradson Darn to do anything crazy. That's not his game. And that's a drop. Ugh. 1 for 4, 43 yards. The only catch he had was the only completed catch he had was the, I don't even remember what it was. Who did I throw to? Edinson Yarbrough. He dropped that too? Edinson! He's been dropping a lot, though, lately. I don't know what's gotten into him. Maybe I've been putting him in bad situations where he's getting hit before he can secure the catch, but he needs to hold on to some footballs. That's a risky throw. That's a man that's not going to drop a football. That's Parker Peters, baby. That man's a goat. He's not dropping a football like that. Step up and throw. That ball's out on a fumble. I tried to step up with Bradson. I shouldn't have because I know how this game works. I should never have thought to step up there. Out of the backfield. It's not. Oh my God! Stop dropping the football! And I got angry and my controller came undone. That's like the 4th time they've hit us on contact and forced us to drop the ball. That's gonna get really annoying if that keeps happening. Mainly because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to run the ball today. That's another. I didn't even do anything. My God, I hate this controller sometimes. But that's a great throw. How did you get that? That's not possible. I'm not a tiny little baby. How did you reach that? You should not have been able to do that. That's not humanly possible. You defied physics. How did you do that? That's simply not possible. That's a touchdown. You should not have been able to teleport your body 5 yards forward and knock that ball out of the air. That's not possible. How tall is this guy? Who is this? This is Santander, or Santander. I don't know how to say his name. I'm going to say Santander. I'm guessing you're a corner. How tall are you? If you are not 7 feet tall, I'm going to be upset. He's 5'10", and he did that? Are you serious? Oh my God. He's 5'10", and he did that BS? There's no world where that's possible. Oh, that's a beautiful punt, by the way. That died on impact. There's no world. It's just not possible to be able to do that. You can't do that. There's no human that could have done that. And now, of course, he's going to have great run room. We're going to get destroyed by this team. I can just feel it. I can just feel EA Sports. They're just like, we're going to make Juice lose his mind today. I can just feel it. I can feel it in my bones that this is just going to be one of those games. And then I got to go out there and play another game after this one. We got to just keep playing man coverage. Keep playing up on the quarterback. Get pressure on the quarterback. Isaiah Cannon's not good. If we get pressure on him, he will make mistakes. So we just got to get pressure on him. Jadeveon Carter, Boogie Richardson, Jabari Sims, Trey Watts. I need you guys to play good. You are capable of playing good, so do it. Play good, please. 2nd and 4. Let's get to him. Stop him here. 3rd down. Oh, Brick Law brought a linebacker blitz, but he got blocked. Knocked that incomplete. Smoke Morrison, you are the freaking leader in interceptions this year. How do you not even get a hand on that ball? This game, man. This game just decides who wants to win before the game starts. They decide who they want to win. It's predetermined. This game is worse than professional wrestling, and I'm a wrestling fan, so I can say that. This is the most predetermined video game I've ever played in my life. Oh my God. The running back again. We're not that bad against the run, and yet we're getting destroyed. It's like we're not even out there on defense. He's just having no problems. Oh, Carter. The one time Jadeveon Carter gets through the offensive line quickly is the one time Isaiah Cannon throws that unbelievably fast. Come on, they start at the 5-yard line, guys. Come on. We are a good football team. Let's stop getting sucked. Another 1st down for the Caps. By the way, this team has 2 wins. This team has 2 wins on the season. Just to refresh your memory on why my anger is valid. That's a quick throw. How does that work? Play defense, Howard Morrison. Are you just standing there watching? Holding your nuts? What are you doing? Under 3 minutes to go in the half. They get the ball, I think. I'm pretty sure. It's going to be a quarterback keeper with Isaiah Cannon? What universe are we on? And how did he hold on to the football? Isaiah Cannon has like 50 speed. Why would they go read option quarterback keep? That makes no sense. When Isaiah Cannon got to this roster, another design quarterback run, he broke a tackle? One of the reasons why Isaiah Cannon was not going to be our guy for the future is because he's a statue in the pocket. Why is he running the ball? And why is it working? This is the most insane game of Madden I've played in a long time. Two minutes to go from the 4. They've basically gone the entire field. He broke a tackle and scored a touchdown. We're down by 2 touchdowns against a 2-win football team. Man, I didn't want to be this angry when I loaded up this recording. I thought, hey, we got a game against a 2-win team. It's against a quarterback that we traded away because he wasn't good. And now we're going to lose this game by 50 because that's just how this game works. It's so bad. We are clearly the better team. And no, this isn't like a trap game or anything like that. This is a game you should smoke the other team. Because that's how much better we are than them. And yet, it's not playing that way at all. And now they got full momentum at our place. And barely anybody can hold on to the frickin' football. Big catch, Parker Peters. We got to move, though. We've got to get a touchdown before halftime. That's just the plain and simple. If we don't get a touchdown before halftime, then it's over. Parker dropped it. Why are we getting hit in the back and dropping the football? Do my guys have no hands? What's happening? Parker Peters is the guy with the best catch, I'm pretty sure, on the entire team. And of course, play action gets just eaten up like crazy. What kind of blocking are we doing? Are we just letting them come down the field on us? Like, what's happening here? We're a good football team. I don't understand why we suck sometimes. I really just don't understand it. It can't be me. I mean, I know I attribute some really bad plays sometimes in games, but it can't all be because I'm bad. It just can't be. That's just not how it works. Screen, throw one block, please. Throw another block, please. Speed breaks the tackle. We got to use a timeout. 35 seconds. That was kind of a risky screen, especially with under a minute to go in the game. At least we took away the shaky plays. I just, you got to give me some time, big dog. You got to give me some time. It's a slant route. How do I not have time to throw a slant route? Unbelievable. Parker Peters. You gotta be joking! How is that possible? How is that ball so underthrown that he intercepts it like that? That ball is a bullet pass. I bullet pass the ball. So throw it harder. How is he doing that? I want to break something, but I have too much expensive stuff to do that. God, I want to do something so horrible to the creators of this video game, man. God, that's just brutal. I bullet passed it. So throw it hard. You've got a ton of arm strength. Oh my God, I don't even want to. I just want to simcast the rest of this game. I don't want to play it, man. I don't want to play it. If it's gonna play like this, if it's gonna be like this, I don't want to play. I'll just get out of here. I'm tired of it, man. That's the whole reason I stopped doing the Dragon series in the first place, is because I just like stuff like this, man. It's horrible. Very poorly executed in the video game department. Bad video game. Bad video game. Not a bad sports game, because it is. Not just a bad sports game. Bad video game. All right. This second half might just be no talking the rest of the video, or the rest of the game, because I don't want to. I don't want to speak right now because I'm so angry at this game and so angry at this team. Like, what is that? Why is he getting so much running room? How did he have a 15-yard carry? We are the best run defense in the league, and this stupid running back, I don't even know how high of an overall he is destroying us. And this offensive line, which I'm assuming is not very good, is completely shutting us down on defensive side of things. Jadeveon Carter's made no impact. Jabari Sims has made no impact. Smoke Morrison picks it off, thank God. You better. You're the freaking leader in interceptions all season with now 7. You better have done something there. My God. It's about time. If my team could throw a block every once in a while, I'd be a little bit happier. I would be slightly happier. Not a lot happier, but I'd be a little bit happier. Speed McCree. That's back-to-back solid carries. Back-to-back solid carries. Roll out of the pocket. Set your feet and find an open man. Stop it! He overthrew a wide open receiver, Bradson. Why did I trade for you again? I should have just stuck with Isaiah Cannon. I'd be in a better spot, apparently. Give the ball back to Speed. We had 2 successful runs. Might as well have a chance to get another one here. Speed, get to the outside. Oh, you got to burst through that hole, Speed. You got to burst through that hole. I thought that throwing on the run was Bradson Darn's specialty, like something he did pretty well, but I guess not today. I'm going Walker Hardly Nowhere here. He might have a chance to get open. He doesn't. Why would I think he had a chance to get open? I don't know. But Bradson has the speed to get in the end zone. Hey, look at that. We scored a touchdown. Wow. What a novelty. Scoring a touchdown. We only had that opportunity because Isaiah Cannon made a horrible pass, which is what he did almost every single game when he played for us. Or at least every single time he got on the field for us. Let's get one more. Let's get one more interception or turnover or something. I don't really freaking care what it is, as long as it is a turnover. Let's get one more, and then we can score another touchdown. Isaiah Cannon cannot move, thank God. You got to be able to sack him, man. He's not fast. Trust me, I got sacked a bunch when he was playing. Jadeveon Carter finally shows up. But only because our defense, our secondary, stopped him. What is that? We just lost all that. We just got a huge 5-yard sack that pushed them back to 2nd and 15. And they get all of it back in more on one play because our corners didn't cover a tight end. Brick Law, good job. I barely say that anymore. Brick Law's been sucking recently. The Desperados won again, which means they continue their lead at the top of the conference. You gotta be kidding me. That ball is so thrown so softly, and nobody was able to make a play on it, and he got a first down out of it. I just want to point out that if I throw any of these passes that Isaiah Cannon's throwing, they're most likely picked off. Or at the best, they're knocked incomplete off a deflection. They're wasting so much time, man, taking the ball down the field. I really need something to happen here. I need an interception or something, and yet we're getting beat! It's a touchdown. It's a 2-point game, or 2-score game again. How are you getting beat? You're faster than these guys. I don't understand it, man. They're a 2-win team. They're not that good. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I can't be that bad. I know I am bad. I understand it. You don't have to tell me. I understand how bad I truly am at this football game. But I mean, some of this stuff is just crazy. The stuff that happens. Oh, he's 1 yard away from 1,000. All right, well, we better get it to him. We better get him 1,000 yards. Now we got to put up 2 touchdowns in basically 1 quarter of football when we can't even stop the team on offense to begin with. So how do you want me to go about doing this again? Why is there nobody open? Why is there nobody open? Third and 4. I mean, we obviously got to go for this. It's the 4th quarter. so we don't get this first down. That's Parker Peters. He actually held on, but I was hoping they'd give him first down. They didn't. I'm just going to take off and run. It's just a guarantee. Who knows, if I throw an incomplete pass, I'd be so mad if I would have thrown an incomplete pass there. So I just take the first down because it was given to me. So I got to throw that quicker than I wanted to. Luckily, Parker Peters has got some acceleration. But we got to score. We got to score quick. I can't be doing this. I didn't want to pick. No, that's a waste. I didn't want to do that. Why do you do this? I'm not even doing anything. I barely even move my hands. I got to get a new controller. MVP holds on. That's a big catch. Not a great throw from Bradson, but it was good enough, obviously. And Bradson's going to run in for another touchdown. Well, I could have tied the game if I would have stopped him on defense, but I feel like we didn't score quick enough. And the Golden Eagles won. They played the Blues. They won. Great. So now we're probably going to lose. We're going to lose our advantage. There goes the division. And probably, if the Oilers won, there goes the playoffs. Isaiah Cannon comes out on the field. There's a good possibility Isaiah Cannon throws a pick. Although I shouldn't say that because he's only thrown one today, and it really wasn't even that bad of a throw, to be honest. I don't know how this kid has been playing as well as he has. Why couldn't he have done this again for me? I wouldn't have needed to trade him if he would have been this good. We could have just rode it out with him. Stop him. Don't let him change direction like that. I mean, if we're not going to be able to stop him, then why are we even out here on defense? Why don't we just let them run the clock down? It's a quarterback keeper. He's not that fast. Houston won. So there goes the lead that we had over them. They're going to be 10-4. We're going to be 9-5. And they're taking all the time, as they should. As they should take all the time. It's what you should do. It just hate it because we shouldn't be in this spot in the first place. They're going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So there goes our 4th timeout. Oh my God, I cannot believe we're going to lose to the Caps. I cannot believe we're going to lose to the Caps. It's just been one thing after another in this game, man. One BS thing after another BS thing. Please do not let him get a ton of yards. I'm going to use a timeout here. If we can please just stop the running back. He's got a wide open lane. Just let him score. I don't even freaking care, man. I don't care. That's the most BS thing I've ever seen in my life. I blitzed all 3 linebackers, and there was a wide open hole in the middle. Flash Wilson feels like he's moving in quicksand. That's an interception. This team just put up another touchdown on me. 35-14. against a 2-win football team. Oh my God, do I hate this video game, man. These are the episodes that I dread recording. Not because I don't like the series. I like the series. It's the gameplay that I don't like. So I dread having to record these videos because I have to actually play the game. And I don't like playing it. It's not fun. It's not a good football game. It's not a good game. It's not a fun game to play. This is one of the reasons why in one of the episodes of the Oregon series, I turned the difficulty to All Pro. Because on All Pro, they don't cheat you like they do on All Madden. You can actually beat up a team like you should when you're clearly the better football team on paper and on the field. I'm not going to do that in this series, but it was nice to actually not have to worry about losing a game. Tyreek Lawson. So you can actually hit that, but you can't hit the earlier pass that was wide open as well. It doesn't make any sense. I did the exact same thing. You had your feet set. I didn't change a single thing, and yet that one is dropped. I want to give myself a concussion so I don't have to remember you. We lose to the Caps. That's the playoffs, and that's the division out of our hands. Unless the Golden Eagles and the Oilers completely sell their last 3 games, which is probably not going to happen. None of you guys deserve to get an upgrade, by the way. You all suck! That's the second time in a row we've allowed 35 points on us. And now I'm in a really bad mood, and we're playing against a bad Armadillos team. Well, what do you know? We're probably going to lose that game too. We might as well not even play the rest of these games. We might as well just lose them all. Because it's going to happen anyway, so why even play the games? We're just going to lose them. Man, now I don't want to play the doubleheader. Let's go recap what happened in Week 15 around the rest of the WOJFL, man. Let's go. All right, so what happened around the rest of the league? The Shamrocks clinched a playoff spot, the Voyagers clinched a playoff spot, and the Tigers have clinched a playoff spot. So the playoff picture is starting to take shape here. Eagles still haven't clinched. Here we are down in 7. We saw the the playoff picture before we went into this. Our next game is against the San Antonio Armadillos. It's over under 44, and it is a plus 2.5 or 2.5, I should say, is the spread. The power rankings, we are... Where did we fall? We probably fell down here pretty much, didn't we? We're ranked 16, so we didn't fall too far, but we didn't go very well. We're the second worst team in the league in terms of offense, and somehow we're still the best defensive team in the league. This can't be right. We simply cannot be the best defensive team in the league anymore. I refuse to believe it. Desperados beat the Dragons 21-17. They clinch their playoff spot. Or they get closer to the 1 seed, I guess. The Elks beat the Steamers 28-24. Voyagers clinched their playoff spot, beat the Lumberjacks 17-14. The Bulls beat the Condors 35-28. Aviators defeat the Huskies 21-9. Blues fall to the Golden Eagles 31-17. They got killed. Armadillos, the team that we face this week, play the Nighthawks. They beat them 28-16. Black Knights defeat the Monarchs. The Monarchs are still winless. They beat them 35-28. 42-3. Antlers versus over the Riverhogs. Oilers defeat the Orbits 24-17. Snowhawks defeat the Mounties 35-21. Tigers beat the Redwoods bad 49-7. Shamrocks clinch their playoff spot, beating the Dreadnoughts 30-14. Pioneers defeat the Thunderbirds 28-14, and then we obviously fell to the Caps 35-14 on Sunday Night Football. And then on Monday Night Football, the Sentinels defeated the Bison 31-24. So those are your Week 15 numbers. Penn Brady still leads the league in passing yards by almost 200 now. So that's looking pretty good. Touchdown leader is still Steigenberger. He's killing the game with 37. Herschel Gates leads the league in rushing yards. Receiving, you got Ja'Cory Crispy. Tackle leader is Fred Foster, but Rich Hood is getting right back up there. Sack leader is still Javion Carter. He added another one in this past game against the Caps, 13.5. Interception leader is Smoke Morrison now with 7. He grows his lead even further over Marcus Samuels. So that is where everybody's looking. Here's the standings. Monarchs are still 0-14. But if you want to get a win, why don't you come play us? Because that's basically a free win for everybody. That's basically a free win for whoever comes against us at this point. So that is your Week 15 recap. It's time to go to Week 16 and lose to the Armadillos. It is game time. Armadillos versus the Wizards. And good news, the Armadillos are one of the teams that got jersey updates. So I was able to go through a bunch of different jerseys. I didn't mean to kick that ball so bad. I was able to go through a bunch of different jerseys. They've actually got some really good looking jerseys. And I chose the teal ones because I thought those looked pretty cool. So the Armadillos, we get to see. They had a really cool white one with like teal accents and stuff, and then had like an all black. It was pretty cool. They had some good looking jerseys. But I eventually obviously went with the teal ones because I thought they looked pretty good. But I like these uniform mods. I'm going to keep looking on the Discord page to see if any more relocation jerseys have been updated, because I think obviously it takes a while for whoever's modding the jerseys to do all of the teams. So I'm hoping that they've done more by now. It's been a while since I looked, so maybe they got a few more on there. Because eventually I'm hoping that they have all of them on there, so that we can change everybody's uniforms and make everybody look a lot cooler. Because the base uniforms that Madden gives, the Dublin Shamrocks beat the Desperados. That's pretty interesting, because the Shamrocks are battling for that 1 seed, and the Desperados had it. So that's pretty crazy. But the base Madden jerseys that they give you, the home, the away, and the alternate, they're just so basic, and most of the time do not look that good, except for what was the team that we played earlier in the season that had really decent looking helmets? I can't remember exactly, but some teams the helmet looks pretty good, but the jerseys are kind of garbage. But they're so basic, it's hard to look good. But then obviously with the Wizards, we get these cool looking uniforms, and then the Desperados have cool uniforms. Obviously the Armadillos have cool uniforms. We saw the Aviators, they had cool uniforms. So there are some cool ones around the league with the help of this mod. But I'm just hoping that eventually all of the relocation teams can have them. I think the Shamrocks also have updated uniforms as well. But we haven't played we did play the Shamrocks. Did they have uniforms? I don't remember if they did. I think they did. I'm pretty sure I downloaded a Shamrock mod. I don't remember. I think they have updated uniforms. I'm pretty sure the Bison are supposed to, but I don't know if it loaded in or not. I don't know, because I think we played the Bison as well. I'll have to check my mod pack and see which teams have them and which teams don't. That's interception. How in the wide world of sports did that get through? How does that get through? That's just unbelievable. How does he split the defense like that? If I throw, it's a pick. How does that happen? And the reason I'm talking about the uniform combinations is because I'm trying to distract myself from this sucky game. How does a quarterback break off of a tackle from a corner like that, with ease like that? He's not that big. He's a little guy. And we're already down 7-0. Yay! Yay, I love it here. I want this to never end. Woo! Flash Wilson down to the 29. That's a solid return. Solid enough return. And we're on the road, so they're going to get their extra home momentum builder, which is going to hurt us even more. MVP, nice catch, 14 yards. Maybe a little double slant action now. Step up in the pocket, slide down so we don't fumble. And then, can I give it to Speed? I can. 2nd and 3, handoff to Speed McCree. Get him to block the linebacker, because if I didn't get him to block the linebacker, I would have been probably a loss of yards on that. I got to throw that, man. I really wish that tackle would have held onto his block. I'm not asking for a lot, man. I'm just asking for you to hold your block. Just for a second as I roll outside. I hate having to throw the ball so quick, man. I wanna let my routes develop. I could have touchdowns on some of these routes, but I never know because I have to throw the ball so quick because the offensive line doesn't let me give it any time. Finally, a solid throw on the run. My God. Surprised that wasn't picked off too. Somebody just teleports across the field and picks it off against me, because I'm surprised that hasn't happened yet. I wouldn't put it past EA Sports to put that in a video game, because they do such a good job already. That's a good throw. That's a good throw. Good catch by Hardly Knower. Hey, look at that. We tied the game. Whoop-de-frickin-do. We tied the game, but it's not going to matter too much if we can't stop them on their offensive drives. Because otherwise it's going to be a shootout, and we're not equipped for a shootout. That is for sure. That is for sure. Let's get to the quarterback here. Stop him. Don't let him run. So how is he getting through the line there? How? If I do that, I fall over immediately. It's just not gonna. It's not what happens if I run that play. End of the first quarter. It's tied up at 7-7. I'm gonna need my defense that's full of really talented players to actually play like they're capable of. Trey Watts was non-existent in that game against the Caps. And that's another run. Please tell me that's a hold and not a penalty on us. If it is, that's a second hold on them in the first half. That's kind of crazy. And it is. Matt Shaw gets called for the hold. 1st and 19. Now I can really use a sack. If we get a sack on top of the 1st and 19, that would be really useful. But they're not going to give me the opportunity to. It's a run play. He only got a yard out of it. I'll take it. Only got a yard out of it. All right, Boogie Richardson is not on the field. Jabari Sims, I need you to get to the quarterback. Brick Law, good job. He got a yard on that one. I thought maybe he got to the line of scrimmage, but he got a yard out of that. 3rd and 17. Come on, boys. Play like you mean it. It's a screen. Get there. Good job. That's what I'm talking about. Good job. That's a solid play. And we actually forced a punt, something we did not do against a 2-win team. Which is just hilarious to think about, that we couldn't force a punt against a 2-win team, against a quarterback that we had on our team, that we traded because he was bad. And yet he goes and does that kind of stuff against us. Puts up 35 points against my defense, which is best in the league, apparently. Best in the league? You saw me get 35 points put up on me. How am I still best in the league? That's an interception. God, I want to die. I hate myself. I did that on purpose. Well, I didn't do it on purpose. I pressed the wrong button. I wanted to user playmaker the A button, the tight end. The first tight end. I think it could have been either MVP or it could have been what's his face? The guy that Yarborough. I couldn't think of his name for a second. I wanted to player lock him or user playmaker him. But then it user playmaker the other tight end, Walker Hardly Knower. and he wasn't the open one, or he was more open, but my brain wanted to press A, and it did press A, and I got hit on the throw anyway. So it was a lob regardless of where it was going to go, and it gets picked off. That's simply not a catch. You simply cannot hold on to that ball with my guy laying on top of you like he's a fat dude in the 70s who doesn't want to do the work. Come on. Second and 9, Jabari Carter, Jevion Carter, not Jabari Carter, Jevion Carter. Oh, we had the momentum. We had the momentum. We forced the punt, and it goes all the way. It goes all the way after one bad throw. 3rd and 8, 2-minute warning. We get the ball to start the second half, which is nice, I guess. But I'm probably not going to be able to do anything with it anyway, so why even give me the ball? Just end the game here, call it a tie, and we can both go home. He should not be able to throw this. Thank God. Thank God for Flash Wilson. There's no way he should have threw that. That's a ball that I would throw. That is the ball that I would throw, and I should not have taken that ball out of the end zone. I tried to stop him, but then it's so hard to get them to stop. Tank Barber spun around a tackle there, but didn't really even get a yard after that. What are they doing here? What's this? Why would I give the ball to Emerson? The heck, what are we doing there? I hate when it does that. Oh my God, nobody's open. Darn was able to get a couple yards out of it, I guess. I really wish that it wasn't my 3rd string tight end having to run that route, and my tackle, one of my backup tackles, was running the deeper route. My God, nobody got open. They covered everything. How do you cover everything? And you still have people that are able to get to the quarterback, rush the quarterback. It doesn't seem possible. It's like they're playing with 22 guys on the field, not 11. Good tackle by Brady Montana. But again, we get a turnover. We get the punt the first time, we threw the pick. We get the interception the next time, we have to punt the ball back. We get all these chances to get something done, but we can't do anything. We're pathetic. We got another interception. Howard Woodson, thank God you exist sometimes. Sometimes I yell at you, but sometimes you exist and I'm happy. This Armadillos team is really bad. They are playing really bad right now. We need to capitalize. We are not as bad as what they're playing like, but we're playing down to their level for some reason. MVP, good job. Let's do read option here. Read option looks like it's going to work. Bradson goes out of bounds. I'll take it. I got a few yards. Can't be mad about that. A few decent yards. I don't like this play. I don't want to go verticals, though. Can I fit that in? Is that tight? Tyreek Lawson, big catch. Touchdown for the not for the Armadillos, thank God. For the Wizards. With 41 seconds to go in the first half, we get the ball to start the second half. That's the perfect situation to put ourselves in. We needed to score at the end of the first half. We did that. Now we just need to stop them for the last 41 seconds, and then we get the ball to start the second half, and we need to score again. If we can put a 2-touchdown lead on this bad Armadillos offense, I don't see how they can come back and tie it. But I shouldn't say that because this game sucks. So there's always a possibility. Never say never with Madden, especially against the all-Madden CPU. But they got 41 seconds and all their timeouts. They can do some damage here if they play their cards right. The Pioneers defeated the Oilers, by the way. So that could help us if we were to win this game. Yeah, that's a big if, though. I haven't seen the Monarchs yet. You guys might have seen them if you're paying attention. Oh, that was super pass interference by me, but they didn't call it, so I was just trying to snag up another interception, but Oh, they're winning. The London Monarchs 26-7 over Virginia Beach. They might actually get their first win of the season. I almost don't want them to because I want them to have... I want to have a winless team in the WOJFL. That'd be just a fun storyline, but it looks like they're on track to get it done unless they have an epic collapse. And speaking of epic collapses, the Armadillos are in the red zone, and they've only used 2 timeouts. Come on, Newsom. I know you want to throw another pick. He did. He threw another pick. It's Howard Woodson. I knew he wanted to do it. Juke move. Woodson gets some extra space. I knew he wanted to throw another pick. Why couldn't we play like this against the Capitals? It doesn't make any sense. Why is all of a sudden we playing really, really well? I don't get this game sometimes, man. I tell you, it's predetermined. Madden tells you, Madden decides before the game starts if they want the user to win or if they want the CPU to win. It is predetermined BS, and it sucks. How? How am I supposed to have time? I stopped my drop back and he was in the pocket. What do you want me? What do you want from me? What do you want from me? I did the play action and I turned around. He was right there. The route didn't even finish. And now they got 3 points out of it. I want to pull my hair out, man. I want to be bald, but not because of pulling, or not because of shaving my head, but because I want to pull my hair out one by one. Because that's the only thing that's more painful than playing this game. Flash Wilson gets hit hard to the 25. You know what? We're winning this game. Let's just call it here. We can all agree on that, right? Game over. Mercy rule. Whatever. People go home. We can refund everybody their tickets. We don't need the ticket revenue. We can just go home, win the game, be done with it. I'm fine by that. Speed McCree gets another carry, first down. If I can just run the ball for 2 quarters, I'd be happy. But it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to do that because now they're starting to figure it out. They're starting to get a little impatient. I don't know who's open. Parker Peters dropped it. I wasn't sure who was open. I didn't know. I think I had a couple of guys open, but I was already on the run. I don't know if I could have hit them. I'm just glad I didn't get picked off. Another ball that is going to be incomplete because I had to get hit when I threw it. Man, I wish I just had a clean pocket for a game. I wish I had a clean pocket for a game, man. That'd be so nice. It'd be so freaking nice if I had a clean pocket for a single game. I could actually do some pretty good damage if I had a clean pocket. Shut him down, thank God. He got like glitched in the air and he was like he was a perpetual jumping motion. He couldn't stop it. Get to him. Sack him. Thank you, Jadeveon. He adds another sack to his big-time season. That's, what, 14 and a half now? 14 and a half sacks for Jadeveon Carter. I wonder if he's going to win Defensive Player of the Year. It's either going to be him or Smoke Morrison, I would assume. Or maybe Howard... what's his name? Howard Woodson. I forgot his last name for a second. Howard Woodson. It could be him, I guess, because he's had a bunch of interceptions recently. Somebody on our team is going to win Defensive Player of the Year. I feel confident in saying that. Because we lead the league in the 2 categories that Madden values the most when determining Defensive Player of the Year. So one of us should get it. One of our guys. Now, Offensive Player of the Year is probably going to go to that quarterback for the Tigers. He's freaking amazing. That's probably who that's going to be. And that's probably going to be the first ever WOJFL MVP. Was that a third down that they scored? They got that play on? I think it might have been. Under 2 minutes to go, third quarter. Could really use another interception. This guy seems to be prone to throwing them. And Prince didn't even make the tackle, let alone get the pick. This dude's thrown 3 picks today, and yet they're down by 4. How is that possible? We should have had 30 points by now. And yet we have 14 because we are the worst offense in all of the WOJFL. Pick it off, Storm. How in the world is that a catch? Somebody explain the laws of physics here. How? How does this end up as a catch? How? That doesn't make sense. That should not be an actual thing that just happened. That's insane. Insane. Yeah, I said it. It's insane. This is the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life, man. The Armadillos lead. The Armadillos lead the game. Just because this game is bad. I'ma need Flash Wilson to score today. I'ma need Flash Wilson to score today. He didn't score today because he sucks. Speed McCree, I need you to get it done. Speed McCree, you gotta hold yard because there's no blocking for you. Whoop-de-doo. Little play action throw. Actually on target. What a novel concept. Throwing the football on target. It's crazy, I know. I can't believe it myself. I pump faked on accident. Oops. It wouldn't have been caught regardless. It would not have been caught regardless if I pump faked or not. That's a good throw. Good job, Tyreek. Good catch. Let's go dagger play, maybe? I don't know. Good tackle. End of the third quarter. 1 quarter left. 1 quarter left. And the controller went out. God. Intercept that. Nope. Nobody caught it anyway. This quarterback's not good. He's not. He hasn't shown me one thing. Isaiah Cannon was better than this guy. And that's saying something. Isaiah Cannon's not that good. But this quarterback has not shown me anything in the slightest to show that he's any good. And yet they're still beating us. Because that's how life works, right? I'm pretty sure. All right, Tyreek. I'm going to need you to throw a block, dude. You're running right next to the guy. Just put your body in front of him. That's all you got to do. Just slow him down. I'm not asking for you to go out there and have the greatest blocking performance of all time. Just put your body in front of him. You don't even have to put your hands up. Just step in front of him. Second and 20. Second and 20 after the sack. See what happens here. Fire that in. Yeah, that makes sense. Yep. That makes total sense, the fact that he got that rush that well. I'm having a great time. This is the best time I've ever had in my life. I've never been happier than where I am right now. Speaking of big collapses, the Monarchs are a touchdown away from losing that game. The Voyagers have brought that game back. It was 26-7 when we checked last. It's 26-21 now. That would be the craziest collapse probably in this first season if they were to lose that game. We were winning this game and then we lost it. And then we lost it. We were winning this game and then we lost it. We were winning this game and then we lost it. Flash Wilson to the 19. Am I ever going to be able to throw a pass like that? Is that just not how you just can't throw those kind of passes in this game? Is it just not possible? Is it always going to get knocked incomplete? I'm having a great time. I'm having a great time. Don't worry about me. I'm having a great time. Don't worry about me. I'm having a great time. I couldn't be happier. Couldn't be happier. I love it here. I love it here. I don't want to be alive. I'm having a great time. I'm having a great time. Please don't call anybody. I like it here. I like this game. I wish I could speak to the people who made it so I could tell them how great of a job they did, because this game is just so perfect. Yay! I got another sack. Woo! Another sack for the boys. Add it to the list, baby. Add it to the list. Another sack for the boys. Another completed pass for the boys. It's all for the boys. 2-minute warning for the boys. They want me to kick a field goal. That's stupid. Why would I want to kick a field goal? Field goals are for people who don't like to go for touchdowns. See, you wanted me to kick a field goal when I can do stuff like that? What are you talking about, baby? Look at that. Woo, whoop, 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 whoop. Let's go. Touchdown. Touchdown. Down. Onside kick. Touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it! Oh my god, we actually got it. That's awesome! Let's go, baby! We got the onside kick. Parker Peters, good job. Parker Peters did a good job. Parker Peters did a good job. Parker Peters did a good job. Good job, Parker. Look at the boy. Look at the boy. He's out here boying. Good job. You're the real boy. Look at him again. He's getting us all this yardage, baby. Parker Peters. Parker Peters. He is the PP. He's the PP of all PPs. Good job, Parker. Another big catch. Another big catch. Another big catch. Parker Peters. Yay! Woo! Interception! 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 I may have gone to Parker Peters one too many times, but... Woo! We're gonna lose another game! Get your streamers in your party hats. We lost another game. Get the streamers in the party hats. We lost another game, big boy. Somebody call my mama. We lost another game. Somebody call my mama. We lost another game. Somebody call my mama. Our playoff hopes are dead. Somebody call my mama. I want to shoot myself in the bed. Somebody call my mama. Another upgrade point for the juice. Somebody call my mama. We got one episode to go. Somebody call my mama. I think the Monarchs won their game. Somebody call my mama. We're taking on Albuquerque Elks in today's or next episode, along with the Oilers. All right, let's go and wrap up what happened around the league in Week 16. Mainly go see if the Monarchs won their game, which I think they did. All right, so we got another new addition to the playoffs. It is the Omaha Bulls have clinched the playoff spot. I'm assuming they won their division because 8-7 I wouldn't think is good enough to get the playoff spot already, but they won their division, so they're in. So 4 seeds have been assigned in the NFC. Only 3 have been assigned here, and we are still in the playoffs as the 7th seed, which is kind of crazy. The spread for our next game is -5.5. The over-under is 45. Then you got the rankings. We now rank at number 19 in the total power rankings of the WOJFL, and we still rank at 31, and we still rank at number 1 on defensive side of things, which I'm starting to think this ranking system is not true. The Redwoods on Thursday Night Football defeat the Antlers 27-25. Close game, pretty good game. The Blues beat the Condors 31-25. Shamrocks defeat the Desperados. That's the game we were talking about. That's a pretty impressive game. It's pretty like an impactful game. And then on Sunday, you got the Steamers beating the Golden Eagles, which is good for us, but then it would have only been good for us if we would have won our game. 31-28. Elks defeat the Nighthawks 35-14. Aviators defeat the Orbits. So the Aviators are just like the greatest team of all time now. 35-14. Bulls beat the Lumberjacks 10-7. Low scoring affair. Tigers defeat the Black Knights 35-21. Pioneers beat the Oilers 20-24. We lost to the Armadillos 24-21. Snowhawks defeat the Huskies 27-17. The Dreadnoughts give the Monarchs their first win in their franchise's history and the first win of the WOJFL. 40-24. No longer is there a winless team in the WOJFL. That's crazy. I wish that the Dreadnoughts would have won that game just for the sole fact of the narrative that we could keep a winless team on there, but you got to give your props to the Monarchs. Good job. They finally got a win. Sentinels beat the Voyagers 23-14. Then you've got the Monday Night Football games. The Bison defeat the Dragons 28-7. Thunderbirds beat the Riverhawks 35-21. And then the Mounties beat the Caps 31-24. So those are your Week 16 games. We've only got 2 weeks left to go. 2 weeks left to go in the season. Penn Brady, 4,200 yards, leads the league. But Steigenberger is right there, man. Steigenberger's having a great season. He's got 4,100 yards and 40 touchdowns. That's MVP numbers right there. Herschel Gates still leads the league in rushing yards. Ja'Cory Crispy in receiving yards. Tackle leader is still Fred Foster, but they're tied now. Rich Hood is right there. Jadeveon Carter leads the league in sacks with 14.5. Smoke Morrison leads the league in interceptions, but Howard Woodson's right there with him with 6 now. So we've got 2 guys that have a bunch of interceptions. Maybe that's why we're leading the division, or leading the defensive rankings. But as you can see, there are no more winless teams. And there's no more teams that have less than 3 wins except for the Monarchs. Everybody else has at least 3 wins on the season. That's kind of crazy. But the playoff picture is starting to fill out. There's still a few divisions up for grabs, like the AFC North, the AFC South, which is our division. So those are the only 2 teams that have divisions up for grabs. Everybody else has clinched a playoff spot with either a division win or just having a good enough record to get in. So 2 divisions left to go. It's going to be crazy final episode. Who's going to get into the playoffs? Who's going to get out? I don't know. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, though. If you enjoyed, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. I got to go rest my voice. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.